And welcome on in Week 6 in the NFL, WagerWeekly.com. Glad you're in, breaking down your Sunday card. Let's take a look at 261, 262 New Orleans on the road to Houston, Paul Nolan. And I think you first look at this game, you have to expect that it's going to be a tight, low-scoring battle. Both teams led, obviously, by defensive-minded head coaches. All 5 of New Orleans' games, when you look at those games this season, have finished with a combined total of 37 points or lower. All 5 of those, by the way, have gone under the total. Saints scored fewer than 21 points in 4 of their 5 games. So I'm focused on the total when I first look at this game. How about you?
Yeah, well, we made it one of the games we won last week. We were 3-2 again. One of the games we had was the under in the New Orleans Patriot game, which was just an absolute abysmal performance again by Mac Jones and this offense and even the coaching. You have to question that at this point. As much as I love Belichick, and I think the reaction's ridiculous and overboard, but the Saint team has a good defense. I mean, very good defense, maybe above average and on its way to excellent, in my opinion. But I don't want to overreact to a 34-0 win against a team that clearly has locker room issues. Mac Jones is clearly a jerk-off. He kicks people in the groin. He spits on people. He's just one of those low-life guys who is just does not inspire leadership. He's just a clown. And I can't stand the way the guy handles himself on and off the field. Now sources close to him are saying that, he can't cook without the groceries. And now he's blaming last year was the coaches. This year it's the players, he's just not a good guy. And there's the eye in the sky don't lie. And everybody knows what he is at this point. So, it's going to be hard to not fade that Patriot team, but I also don't want to jump on the Saints team that was so good to me last week, essentially winning that under single-handedly. And I like this Texans team. I think coming off that loss last week, I mean, they were in that game every bit of the way. Stroud makes a really nice run down the second half. He showed a lot of poise on the road in a loud arena. Now you got, this New Orleans comes off that shutout feeling way too good about themselves at this point. They stay on the road. They go to Houston, and they have the New Orleans Saints has the Jacksonville Jaguars on deck on a Thursday night. Always tough to prepare for 2 teams while you're on the road. So I just think there's going to be a lot of distractions here. I love this spot for Houston. I love this value for Houston. I got Houston on the money line, and I got Houston plus the points at this point. I'm really hot and heavy on Texans again this week.
All right, there you go. 261, 262 New Orleans at Houston. Houston plus 1.5 at home. Your total now sits at 42.5. Houston plus 1.5 the play. And on you said and the money line too as well, Paul Nolan?
Yeah, I used them in a money line parlay. I just like this team. I like the way D'Amico Ryans has this team playing, and the coordinators are all, they're all living off that Shanahan tree. This team's growing. They got something to build on. They're going to be right in it down the stretch, in my opinion.
All right, there you go. 261, 262, New Orleans and Houston, Week 6 in the NFL right here, WagerWeekly.com.